I had a social mindset of a child, or like a 12-year-old or 11-year-old. I didn't start hanging out with people my age, like outside of school, like at a mall or a movie theater, until I was 18 years old. Hey guys, welcome back to Live, Love, Life, and Travel. This is your girl Shamika, and today I wanted to talk about something that I've been sort of contemplating lately. It's something that's been on my mind, and it's basically like a fear I have, and a fear that I just sort of rectified with myself, or just sort of admitted to myself. And it was kind of shitty to admit it to myself, because I like to see myself as like a strong person, but I had to admit that I have a fear, and it may even sound silly to some people, especially in this day and age, 2016, but I have a fear of aging. I do. I have a fear of aging, but not for the reasons you may think I do. And I do think it's like a little bit of a society thing, but that is really not the big reason why I fear aging. The reason I honestly fear aging is because so much time was actually taken away from me. Like from my abuse, I lost majority of my childhood and my teen years. And so the years where all my other friends, or all the other teenagers, not all teenagers, but generally teenagers, were going through teenage angst and growing up and puberty and first loves and first kisses and figuring out what they want to do when they grow up and all that stuff, like I was being abused. So none of that ever really crossed my mind. Yeah, I may have had a crush here and there, but like I just didn't have time for that. I was more worried about if I had a broken rib or something, so I didn't have time to be a teenager. And my maturity level was very behind. I was very delayed that way. If you know anything about abuse, like first of all, abuse does stunt your growth in all aspects, mentally and physically and emotionally. And so even though I was a teenager, like I had a social mindset of a child, or like a 12-year-old or 11-year-old. I didn't start hanging out with people my age, like outside of school, like at a mall or a movie theater, until I was 18 years old. So I didn't know what it felt like to be a teenager. Like, yeah, I had associates or whatever in school, especially in middle school, but like still, like that was really limited. And so I lost all that. I lost my childhood. I lost a lot of my teen years that was taken away from me. And then when I did become a young adult, when everybody was figuring out again what they want to do when they grow up, they were getting into college, they were figuring out what careers they want to be in, they were figuring out relationships and just growing up, I was dealing with all the emotional trauma of being abused. I was healing from that. I was, getting over depression and anger and resentment and anxiety and other fears, and learning how to be my age, learning how to be around other people, learning how to adult. Like I was always catching up. I was always behind. So I feel like I lost my childhood. I lost the majority of my teen years, and I kind of lost my youth, my young adulthood also, because I was dealing with all this other crap while everybody else was sort of moving on with life. And so in that sense, I feel a little resentful that I lost those years and I can't get those years back. And that's why I'm more fear of losing time and running out of time, and more resentful that, I didn't get that, and I feel like I want those 10 years back or something. I want it back. I don't want to be a kid again, but I want an extra 10 years before I'm officially my actual age or something like that. And and I felt this way in LA, because yes, LA is really youth obsessed, but I actually start to recognize this feeling more in my travels, because a lot of European countries, they travel a lot younger than Americans. And so I've seen kids travel as young as 13, 14, but the usual age is like 17 into the very, very young 20s. And so sometimes I'm surrounded by teenagers. Sometimes I'm surrounded by people that are a lot younger than me. And I'm just like, wow, like you're traveling this young? And I can't help feel like, I wish somebody told me I couldn't travel that age. Like, I didn't realize you can travel on a budget till a few years ago. Like, I thought you had to be rich to travel. I really did. And I think a lot of people fall for that myth that you have to be rich to travel, but you don't at all. And so I'm a little jealous. That they get to have this lifestyle this young. And I know, I'm fully aware, and I truly believe that people's timing, I truly believe that timing is different for everybody. Not everybody reaches their peak or their apex of life or whatever at the same time. I truly believe no matter what age you are, you can still go after your dreams, you can still pursue your goals, you can still be the best version of yourself. So I'm not saying that only comes with youth. I truly am not saying that, and I truly do believe that. And I do believe I would much rather have a constant uphill or incline than like shooting to the top and then like downhill from there. So I would much rather, be older and still be at the top on the height of my life, of my game, or on my passions, instead of hitting it when I was 19 and then in my 30s I'm just like doing nothing or something. Not that I'm saying that happens with everybody, but it happens a lot. Well, like, we do have this mindset where you have to do everything in your youth, and after that it's just downhill. But still, in saying that, like, I am still a little bit like envious of all these kids who, like, I remember I was having like this drunken conversation with this 18-year-old girl. Like, she just turned 18, but she was mature for her age, which a lot of European kids I do think are more mature than American kids, even if they're at the same age level. They go to college sooner and they do more adult things a lot sooner. But she was sort of like kind of freaking out about her life and what she's gonna do, and she wants to go live in Vietnam for a year and work in Vietnam for a year. And I just kept saying, like, oh my gosh, you have no idea like how lucky you are. Like, I would have never thought at 18 I can go work in Vietnam for a year. I would have never thought that. And it's like, so yeah, I'm a little bit jealous. I'm a little bit envious. I'm grateful for my life. I am, and I do truly believe my life is only going up from here. I do think that. I think I'm gonna be a fabulous 60-year-old. I am totally gonna be amazing. But I have to sort of admit this to myself, because it's something that I felt for a while, but I didn't want to admit it to myself because I was like, I'm so much stronger than that. Like, no way. But yeah, I do have a little bit of fear of aging, but it's more of the fear of running out of time. I do not have a fear of death. I don't fear dying, and I'm not just saying that. I really don't fear dying. Everybody has to die, so it's gonna come. So there's no point of being really scared of it. What I fear is dying too soon. What I fear is dying before I get to accomplish everything I want to accomplish. But I'm sure if I die and if there's an amazing afterlife, I wouldn't give a shit about my life on Earth, or in this reality. But in this reality right now, I have a fear of not being able to accomplish everything I want to accomplish. Like, I fear not ever experiencing what it's like to have a life partner, or have a baby, or climb Mount Everest, or I don't know. Like, I have that fear, and I have that fear because I lost so much time. So, that wasn't my fault. And so there is a little resentment and a little bit like, ugh, I wish I could have that time back. But don't worry. Like, it's not something that like controls my life. It's not something I ponder on and concentrate on like on a daily basis or anything. It doesn't affect my life that much, but it's there kind of back of my head. And I have talked to other people about this, other older travelers who are kind of in the same situation and me, where, a little bit later in life they are now figuring out what they want to do and what they want to do with their lives, and kind of like in Western society, like, you're told that you should have it all figured out by the age of like 22 or something like that. And I don't. Like, I have a good idea what I want in life, but I don't. I haven't figured it out, and I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So like I said, I truly believe that at any age you can accomplish your dreams and your goals, and you should definitely not let that be a reason why you don't. And that new growth and I definitely am not like depressed about it or anything. I know my life is amazing and it's only going to get better. I truly believe that, and I truly believe that for anybody. You just have to make the decision to make the steps to make that happen. But this is something that I'm just dealing with, you know what I mean? Like, it's just something that I just deal with. And I think, like, as long as I'm happy, that's the most important thing. As long as I'm happy and as long as I feel accomplished or I'm accomplishing something, I think I will be okay at whatever age I'm at. And also, as long as I look good, black don't crack. and all that stuff. Anyway, but yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna share that with you guys, be a little vulnerable with you, because this is something I just recently really kind of admitted to myself, you know. But you can't really change and deal with issues unless you admit that there is an issue. So I really hate that this is an issue for me, because I feel like it's so silly. But I also like am kind to myself, and I understanding to myself, like, there's a reason why I feel this way. If anybody can relate, please leave a comment, because honestly that would be fuelful, like my soul, that would uplift me. I'm not depressed or sad or anything, I'm really happy, but it would be nice to like see if other people got this issue or this fear or this anxiety or this whatever. So if you can relate, please comment in the comment section below. And just to let you FYI, just to let you guys know that I may not respond to all the comments right away, but I do read all the comments, and some of them are like so uplifting, and it really actually, like, some of them bring tears to my eyes. And a lot of times I don't respond right away because I don't know what to say. Like, some people say so like really nice things, and I don't want to be like, oh thanks, smiley face, you know what I mean? I want to like think, okay, what am I gonna say back or whatever. But your comments really do mean a lot to me, and it's one of my favorite parts about being a YouTuber is your comments or reading guys what you guys have to say. So please feel free to comment whatever you want to say. Please comment. If you want to like this video, please like it. If you want to share this video, please share it. Guys, it will really help. And if you want to continue to follow my journey on this beautiful game called life, please subscribe. And thank you guys, from Live, Love, Life, and Travel.